Hi, this is Chris from the Transpac Wing Project. This is the Captain's Vlog update number 2. We've made a lot of progress. Things have come on a long way. We clearly not really where I want to be right now. I'd like to be finished in testing the craft in the water in San Francisco Bay or in Half Moon Bay. We're probably about, I don't know, a week behind where I'd like to be, but that's okay. We sort of build these kind of things into the budget and from a timeline perspective and build buffers in wherever we can. I'd like to be out of here in the next 2 weeks, so we'll see how it goes, but there's a lot of work to still do on the steering systems and a lot of the electronics, which often take time. You know, we've been inputting a lot of units that have come from overseas that didn't make it in time for the ship, so we had to FedEx across from Scotland, the UK, and from Italy, including the Sobian solar panel units, which are very specialized, the ACU, which are the brains of the autohelm unit. We've put in a whole new hydraulic ram and a hydraulic system and AI machine learning brain for the autopilot, which is here. We've been putting it in, but everything takes a long time to move it around, get the Sea-Talk system, which is the Raymarine system, all the units to talk to each other, and then implement the new steering system into all the other systems, and then put on a wind vane system which sort of is powered by the wind, so not electronic. So I've got a backup non-electronic system for steering compared to the autohelm system, which is new, and then a VSAT system, which is our satellite communication system, which is the new mini VSAT, really powerful little mini dome. It's very big for my little craft. I'm a little bit worried about it in regarding to it being watertight, and it can take a little bit of a splash, so we built a little pedestal for it on the deck, and I'm hoping that it'll survive, but we'll see. Even if that doesn't survive, I do have a satellite phone which I can still use for my main communication systems if the other one fails. So there's always a backup of a backup of a backup of every system, and we're waiting for the tracker system to arrive as well, which will allow us to be able to, for you guys to be able to track my journey, follow it online and see how far I'm going, where I've gone and where I've come from and where I'm going and my distances per day. So there's a lot of stuff happening at the moment. It's like one of those crunch times. As you can see, we're just underneath of the craft today. This is actually, I painted in the form of an orca, so the whole bottom of the craft looks like the bottom of an orca, so it scares away any large big great whites with teeth. I did have a couple of interesting experiences on my last crossing when I did the stand-up paddleboard crossing of the Atlantic Ocean 3 years ago. So I've managed to learn from that, because when I was testing and training on my stand-up paddleboard, that was my 17-foot board that I did most of the world records on, I painted a orca on the bottom, and I never had any issue with the big fish with teeth. But in the Atlantic crossing, my craft was white on the bottom, and I did have quite a couple of really pretty scary encounters. I mean, I love sharks, and I love great whites, and I love all different types of sharks. I swim with them, and I love protecting them, and I love respecting them. But when you do have a large great white shark that comes at you in a predatory state, it's a pretty intimidating and scary experience, especially when you're out in the middle of the ocean and you're not able to step up onto a bigger craft. But there are a lot of different ways to be able to minimize that impact. So I've implemented a whole lot of solutions. As you see on the side here, you probably can't see it in the photo, but we've got some rails that have been inputted down the side for the hydrofoils, which have come in from Armstrong in New Zealand, and we're going to be fitting those on the cassettes, the specialized cassettes that fit almost on the side here, where the foils go through. We're going to be mounting those tomorrow. The foils look amazing. We've been testing how they fit and how they fit to the craft. We've reinforced the whole area with double-sided carbon either side of the craft to be able to take the load of these very specialized rails. So there's a lot of testing that we're going to be doing over the next 3 days, but we need to get the steering systems and setups in place before we can put her in the water and start testing her. So I'm really looking forward to getting through the next 3 or 4 days to be able to get to the point to get her on the water and me be able to get out there and test her. So awesome new experiences. There have been a lot of challenges, but like with life, you just got to flow with them and take it 1 inch at a time, and that's how you get through these challenges, even though it seems super overwhelming at the moment. There's so much to to do, and so many different levels and layers of this project to be able to tick off all these checklists on getting to the start line. But I think, like everything in life, it's just you keep on going forward, moving forward, 1 inch at a time, and you eventually get there. And I'm looking forward to getting through to next week when I'm ready to go. It's another sort of 7 days, and I can't wait for that to happen, because this part of the logistics and everything coming together and the event that we got on Friday is super taxing on everything, super stressful, long days that go into the nights. And I'm just looking forward to being able to start and get to the point of being ready to start and waiting for the weather window in the next week to be able to get out on the ocean and do what I was born to do, to be able to highlight climate change, to be able to highlight the message about climate action and the race against time, the race we have to win, and protecting 30% of our oceans by 2030, and using this journey to be able to highlight some amazing causes and raise money and awareness for ocean health through Conservation International, through Sea Shepherd, and through Ocean Unite. And it's all about getting down to carbon net zero by 2030, protecting 30% of our oceans by 2030, and raising awareness for positive change for our oceans, for our environment, and for the planet around us. So come join us on this journey. This is the Captain's Vlog of the Transpac Wing Project. Chris British, out.